This is the Hot Rod Show. Here we are down at Jonesy's garage. And what are we doing at Jonesy's garage? We're working on the Broadster. On the Hot Rod Show today, we catch up with Colin Lambert in Christchurch and his beautiful award-winning hot rods. A reminder that we are off to SEMA in Las Vegas again this year. You could be there too. We are with the good people of Napier and their fantastic Marineland Rod and Custom Club swap meet. We have a word with Nigel and his passion, a 1972 Dodge Challenger. All this and more on the Hot Rod Show. Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is the Hot Rod Show and I'm Doug Bell and we're working on the Broadster. Now this is an amazing new concept hot rod for the 21st century and it's been built specially for Brodie Retallick, the All Black. And if you don't know Brody, Brody's 6 foot 8.5 inches tall and this car is just custom made for him. So keep following the show and if you really want to have a good close-up look and maybe even touch this car, come to the CRC Speed Show at the ASB Showgrounds in 2 weeks' time. You'll be able to see this car. You'll see it get assembled. You're even going to see Brody there on the Sunday. So get along down to the CRC Speed Show at the ASB Showgrounds. Woohoo, man, it's going to be awesome. Here we have Willie. He is doing all the final welds on the chassis. While Elmo makes the K-members to add to the structural support of the chassis. No sophisticated machinery here. It's good old Kiwi muscle. Yep, that about works. Happy with that, Elmo? It's got to be perfect for an All Black, dude. That's Willie welding on the shock towers. Mind your hands, Scott. Here's Scott removing the front suspension. He's taken it off for the final weld. There's Willie sitting down on the job again. Time for a big weld close-up. That's Scott again, getting the second front suspension shock off. Back to Elmo on a bender once again. He's still not quite happy. It's got to be perfect, Elmo. He knows that. Oh, now Willie is lying down the job. You're never going to get it ready for the CRC Speed Show, dude. Oh, well, enough of the Broadster. Let's shoot down to Napier and have a look at a couple more cars down there because, man, Napier is an amazing place to go for hot rodding. Woo! Well, here we are at the Marineland Street Rods Hot Rod Festival at the Me&E Showgrounds here. And as you can see, there's just cars just pouring in, man. Like, they have got hundreds. Hi, g'day, how you doing? There are hundreds and hundreds of cars here. Like, they're expecting around 850 plus hot rods here. So, man, woo, it's a cool Holden. Right on. Now, this is the place where it's just all happening. So, you know, we're going to be showing a whole bunch of stuff through the show here about what's going on, some of the beautiful cars, some of the beautiful ladies. There's some ladies over there, they're hiding. So we're just going to have a great time. Woo! Well, here we are with Craig, or otherwise known as Fingers. How you doing,
Hey, Dougie, buddy. How are you, mate?
Yeah, still got 5. Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
So how you doing down here, man? Hey, it's
good.
Pretty cool. You're everywhere. You're sort of like us.
Yeah, we cover the countryside. Yeah, a bit like you. Actually, we see you everywhere we go. Come to think of it.
Andy's hiding in the background with a red thing in there. Yeah, red flower today.
Excellent. Yeah, good to see you, man.
Yeah, but Fingers, like you sell all the stuff. You're everywhere, selling T-shirts and flags, you know, like baby outfits.
Yeah,
ooh, I'm a baby. Yeah, yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah, had you?
Yeah, we travel all over the country. Yeah, we post everywhere too, so it's just getting the word out there and stuff. Hey, so we've always got new products coming online. So
people can they can get a hold of you online too.
Buy
stuff off your website, all that.
retroamerica.co.nz.
Retroamerica.co to retroamerica.
That's the one.
.co.nz. There you go.
That's the bugger.
And a phone number?
0757438229.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But this is where they come to buy all the bits and pieces.
Yeah. We've even started doing custom bar mats. You know, we can put a photo of your car on there, or race car, or
Well,
team.
people's
or...
personal cars even.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, we customise all those.
That's
and
pretty cool, man.
heavily into the rockabilly clothing and stuff, for the straight cut clothing.
Straight cut clothing, man.
brand
That's
we
an
do.
awesome name in it, eh?
Yeah, it is,
Straight
isn't it?
cut, yeah.
Very cool. And Uncle Sam's takes care of the traditional kind of DVDs, magazines, hot rods and stuff.
All your,
yeah.
all your culture stuff.
Yeah, and Retro America kind of oversees all that, doing the antiques and collectibles. So we've got another buying trip coming up, so we'll have more antiques.
All sorts of stuff.
Yeah, coming online soon.
Oh, well, we're looking forward to seeing that.
Oh, me too.
Okay, man. Hey, thanks.
Cool, man. Thanks for your time, Doug.
Here. Okay, take
Appreciate
care,
it.
man. See you, Andy. Well, if you recognise this engine, you'll recognise this dude. This is Nikolai. Hey, Nikolai.
Hey there, Doug. How you going?
Yeah, Nikolai, he's the crazy dude down there at High Performance Coatings. He puts the high performance into the coatings, man. But, hey, Nikolai, it is really neat to see you down here in Napier, man.
It's lovely weather down here, isn't it,
Isn't
Doug?
it?
It's
Did you bring your
awesome.
surfboard?
Oh, I should have.
You should have, man. I mean, it's just, the water's just over there, hey?
Oh, yeah, it's lovely.
Beautiful sunshine.
been
But, hey,
fantastic.
Nikolai, you know, it's great to see you got all your stuff down there. You know, people knocking on the door, seeing
Yeah,
what
I've
you
been
got.
really busy this morning.
Yeah.
It's been great. Yeah,
Wow.
tons of people have been coming up to us and talking to us about what we do.
Yeah,
So
where's Debbie? Is she hiding in the
No.
engine there somewhere? Yeah, we want more lemon cake.
she's been holding down the fort
Has
at
she
work
really?
yesterday. Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
man, this is it's so good to see you here, Nikolai. Man, you're one of those bright sparks that just brightens up the place.
Well, thank you, Doug.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. Yeah, so we'll catch you on the show again.
Okay, Doug.
Okay, woo!
No
yeah.
worries.
Well, now and then you need Glenn, and here's Glenn. How you doing, man?
G'day, Doug.
Hey, good to turn up here. Hey, yeah, now tell us about your Chevy, man.
Yeah,
It's a pretty cool machine.
yeah, street legal. So it does 11.2 at 120 mile an hour or 190k. So it's 1955. It's had the front converted to a gasser. Suspension, so just leaf springs. And so I sort of changed it to a QA1 in the back and the front, new letter bars, chrome molly. And when I first originally got it, I bent the bars, just racing at Masterton, just too aggressive. And but I get it there every time I can. I have to trailer it, unfortunately, because it sort of uses a bit much gas. I sort of, out of a litre of gas, I'll be lucky if I get sort of 3Ks.
Wow.
You know.
That's crazy, eh?
Yeah. It used to have a 28 litre tank, but if I went from Napier to Hastings, I'd have to fill up to go back again.
Hey folks, want to go to SEMA this year? Yes, SEMA in Las Vegas. The Hot Rod Show has secured some unbelievable exclusive tickets for a select few. This is Hot Rod Heaven. Join me and the crew as we get to meet car builders and some of the greatest cars on the planet. Here are the details, folks. Be quick, these tickets will sell fast. The tour leaves on the 30th of October for SEMA Las Vegas. You will have full access alongside the film crew. That's VIP exclusive access. Wow! You will meet the stars of the hot rod world and see all the latest aftermarket products. We then go to Hawaii for 3 days of R&R with local Hawaiian hot rodders. This is the trip of a lifetime, folks. Call this number 0936147738. The cost is from $5,850 per person. Catherine at Gilpin Travel is waiting for your call right now. The number again, 093614738. This will sell out fast. See you in Vegas, baby. Well, here we are with Colin and his stable of Fords. How you doing, Colin?
Oh, great, mate.
Well,
Pleased to meet you.
It's beautiful to be here, man. Like when we pulled up the driveway, and woo, here they all were. You know, it was one of almost everything.
Yeah, well, we were going to do it in the garage, but it's a wee bit small.
A wee bit small.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm not that big. you
No,
know.
no.
Hey, look, now let's start with your 30 Model A here. Everyone needs a pickup, eh?
Well, that's actually my wife's car.
Is that your wife's car?
Yeah, that's her baby. It's got a Chev in it, so
Yeah.
that's why I don't really like
Well,
it that
you
much.
know,
but
some people do it, you know.
yeah. No, I'm a Ford man, got to have a Ford.
Yeah,
but
you got to have a Ford. Yeah, that'll get knocked back a lot of points if you don't have a Ford and a Ford.
in America,
Yeah.
you do.
Oh,
yeah.
big
Yeah.
time.
But no, we bought that about 5 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
And that was the first. Like I had the Mustang for a while, but that was the first hot rod that we got in the
Yeah.
family. And then I thought, oh, she's got a hot rod, I've got to
You've
get
got to
one.
have something too, you know.
Yeah. That's right.
This is a honey. Does she drive it often?
Yeah, she gets out as much as she
Goes and
can.
gets groceries in it? Or-
Occasionally, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, she loves getting out in it, and that's her baby.
Yeah. Tell us about your 34 now. This
Well,
is, hey? You want to lick this thing?
Just about, yeah. It's like an orange TT2, isn't it?
But it's nice, you know. Like, I mean, wow, you know, like the colour just lends itself well, you know, like to all the lines and that. It's just beautiful.
I wanted to do it sort of like a traditional type hot rod, but with a bit of a modern twist on it. So I thought, well, that's it. I'm over the classic cars a bit now. I've got to have a hot rod. So got it about 2 years ago and slowly finished it off and then stripped it all down, painted it, rebuilt the motor, trans, and we got it on the road Easter this year.
Really?
Yeah.
And where'd you go? Somewhere interesting?
On the first run,
Yeah.
we went to Westport for the Buller
really?
for a
Oh,
day
wow.
and came home with best hot rod.
Really? Oh, well, congratulations on that, man.
Oh,
That's
thank you.
neat. It's like winning something's not easy.
No, it isn't.
Wonderful.
But I just love it. It's
Yeah.
every fine day I usually, because I'm retired now, I think,
Yeah.
I'll just go for a cruise into town, you know.
But isn't it neat? You know, like it's a good driver. Like, you know, what sort of suspension do you have on the front here?
Super bell drop front
Okay,
end,
yeah.
hairpins, 4-bar link rear end,
Yeah.
coilovers, 9-inch diff, 351 Windsor, C6 trans.
All you need to make a little smoke come off them back tyres.
Oh, just a little bit.
Just
yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah. You got to wait for Mr. Policeman not to see you, though.
He's-
But it's got the Flaming River tilt column, Stuart Warner gauges, and my son did the upholstery inside.
Really?
He's a
Okay.
motor trimmer by trade. So.
What's his business called?
Oh, he just works for Agnew Brothers in town. But
You've got to plug Agnew Brothers.
Yeah.
Get some business to them.
But yeah, he's a good little upholsterer and did all that.
Just looking, that's a nice touch. You know, you got the hinges chrome there.
Well, actually, they're actually
different.
stainless steel,
Are they?
but I had them polished, and it looks like chrome there. But,
Like a lot of the look now was to have it brushed, you know, like brushed nickel in that. Yeah.
Brushed or we were going to paint them, but then I thought, well, they're going to chip easy.
They look nice. Yeah, they do look nice.
Just breaks it up a little bit.
Hi, my name's Nigel Teep, and I'm the owner of this 1972 Dodge Challenger. I've been into cars all my life, since I can remember, and always had a fondness for the American muscle, and it's taken me a little while, but finally got the car of my dreams. So this here particular car has been in New Zealand since 1987, and a long time, and it's had a various number of owners, many of whom have emptied their life savings on it, I would imagine. I was very lucky to come along towards the end of the spends on it and purchase it myself. I've owned the car now for coming up to 7 years, and everything had pretty much been done on it. The body had been stripped right back down to bare metal and epoxy undercoated and panel beaded, so it was great. I've got all the photos of it stripped down to bare metal, and there was actually no rust at all in it, so it's a very, very good body. So when I came along, the interior had been done, and the running gear was not tired but average. It had a 440 big block Chrysler in it with a 4-speed manual and a 8 3/4 differential. So since I've had it, I've gone right through and replaced the suspension in it. I've lowered it to the height that I like, and put all new bushes, springs, Pro Touring torsion bars, Coney adjustables. It actually handles about as well as you're going to get one of these handling. The other thing I did is go right through the drivetrain, so the diff's been rebuilt, and early last year I pulled the motor out and decided to rebuild that. Part of me couldn't put it back together as a 440, so I had no other choice but to purchase a 500 cubic inch stroker kit for it, and rebuilt the motor let's say a little bit livelier than what it came out of the factory. So it's now running a 500 cubic inch engine with Ross race pistons and ported out Edelbrook aluminum heads. It's got a crane roller cam in it, and when we decided to build it, we went for maximum torque and figured the horsepower would naturally come along. So I wanted it to be drivable around the roads, and hence why we sort of set it up for good handling, good braking, and really nice to cruise down to the beach hopping.
Here we are with Zach. How you doing, Zach?
Good, mate.
Happy birthday, man. Well, to those of you who don't know Zach, Zach's from Marineland Street Rod Club over here in Napier, but you built your own car, dude.
Yep, yeah, I started when I was 14. It's a 27T Roadster. It's got a 186 4-speed in it. Hand built the chassis and stuff, all in the shed with Dad.
How old were you when you started building
I was
this?
14.
Yeah. It shows it can be done, man.
Yep. The whole car only owes us about $7,500.
Really?
Yeah, and it's pretty much legal now.
So
So
now you're 21?
yeah, 21 now and driving the wheels off it.
Yeah, neat, eh?
Yeah, no, it's cool.
No, it's an awesome cruise. I like what you've done, like to the radiator. You know, like the holes in that in the front. That's really cool.
I did that on did work experience with a guy from the club. Punched all the louvers in the sides and stuff as well.
Yeah.
He taught me how to do all that. So
So how far afield do you drive it? You know, do you just stay around like Napier way, or did you go elsewhere?
yeah, so far I've just been around Napier because it's sort of just a fresh build, but I'll take it. We've got a big trip down the South Island at the start of next year.
The Muscle Car Madness.
Yep,
Oh
so-
man, you're gonna love that.
Yeah, so it's going down there for
It's a hot rodders party.
oh yeah, it'll be wicked air. So yeah, we're taking it down there for a black. So
Yeah.
it'd be cool. Finish it off
wow.
nicely.
It's a pretty amazing car. Like with the 6-cylinder in there, how does it get along?
Oh, really good actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a yellow terror head and stuff to put on it. So
Have you?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
it'll slide
They're
up.
getting rare now, aren't they? Yellow
Yep.
terror heads?
Yeah, they're getting hard to find, but
Yeah.
yeah, there's a local guy had one, so
Yeah.
snaffled that up while I could.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So like it costs about $7,000 you
Yeah.
say to build it.
Around about $7,000. We just spent the money on like safety, so brakes and stuff like that. But the rest of it we just just scrounge for bits at swap meets and
That's so cool,
Yeah.
man. Well, Zach, hey, thank you so much, dude,
No worries,
for
man.
coming on the show.
No,
you
thank
know,
you.
But it's just just good to show that you don't need a lot of money and
No.
you can be really young and start stuff.
yep,
eh?
nah, just
How about that? Well, here we are with Harry. Hey, Harry. How you
How are you?
doing?
Yeah, good.
You can tell one good thing about Harry. Harry's from Gisborne. Yeah, and Harry's got a Charger.
Yeah.
Now, tell us about this thing, man, because it's very rare.
It's rare in New Zealand because it's an XL Charger, so XL Chargers were never assembled here in New Zealand.
Okay.
And they were never sold new as far as I know, so they only came over. And if you go back in the 80s and 90s, the only way to get a car in was to own it in Australia for at least 12 months, I think.
Yeah, isn't that
Yeah.
crazy rules back then, eh?
Yeah. So it's obviously a Kiwi bought it over there, brought it back to New Zealand, and then it was on sold. And then I bought it again from
Yeah.
there. So I'm the third owner.
So what size engine you got in there?
It's got a 265 with a E38 cam and 4-speed Borg Warner behind it.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's good. Triple
Yeah.
Webers on it.
Yeah.
Goes very well. Nice little street car. Yeah.
And cornering,
Yeah, it handles very well. I've got extremely stiff shocks in the back of it.
Yeah.
265s on the back. A nice stiff front end on it. It handles very well. Very well.
That's
Yep.
good, eh?
Yep. Great car.
What size tyres and all that you got on there?
So I've got 265 15s on the back.
Yeah.
They're a custom made wheel, so they still look like a Charger wheel.
Yeah.
They've got a Charger centre in them. And on the front I've got 245 50s 14s on the front.
Pretty
So
cool, eh?
Balances it out
What
nicely.
do you got stopping that thing?
Just standard
standard
old
brakes.
Valiant brakes. You just got to remember you've got standard
Yeah.
Valiant brakes. Yep.
Yeah, well, thanks, Harry. Thanks for coming on the show.
No worries.
And thanks for
you.
bringing your Charger along too.
Yeah, it's
Way
good to be
cool.
here. It's a great day.
Yeah. Well, here we are with Daryl. How you doing, Daryl?
Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, great.
Yeah, happy birthday to you, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well, every day's a birthday for Daryl because he's got a 78 fastback, or what you call it, a two-door
Yeah, two-door hardtop.
Falcon, yeah.
Falcon coupe, yeah.
Yeah, and like we're just celebrating the Falcons here, at the Marineland Street Rods Hot Rod Festival. But, it's a beautiful car, look white,
Yeah, they've sort of come back in fashion a little bit. They went through a phase where everybody looked at them and thought, oh yeah, they're pretty ugly with the white with the blue stripes over them. But now you take it out and show it, it certainly attracts a lot of people with those colours.
How long have you had it?
12 years or so, yeah. Yeah.
But it's kind of interesting story how you got into Falcons too.
Yeah, well, I managed to always like those old, when I was at school, those GDHO shaker things, and managed to talk my dad into buying an XA GT Falcon 4-door when that had that was an RPO model, and it was a pretty fast car, and I managed to talk him into let me drive it backwards and forwards to school, and managed to survive driving that car. And I've always been a bit of a Ford man, and we sort of sold that car and we bought a XB GT, and my cousin now owns that.
Oh, wow.
And it's still in the family, and this car came up for sale. I didn't actually see it. One of my boys at work saw it in petrol head, and it kept on haunting me, and I rang the guy and did a deal over the phone and drove to Matamata and bought it.
Very good, that Petrolhead magazine.
Yeah, very good. And ironically, when I bought the car, one of my boys rang my wife and said that they've got a model on Trade Me, and the car number is 121 out of 400, and the model was bought on the same night, about an hour after I bought the car, and that was number 121 of 300.
Wow.
Yeah, limited edition.
That's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. So maybe the car was meant for me.
Numbers count for a lot in certain things, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, Daryl, this is pretty cool, man. Thank you so much, for coming along, and thank you for bringing your beautiful Falcon, on this commemorative day.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah.
No, that's great. I hope everybody enjoys themselves.
Yeah, well, how about this? Hey, we're in the Swiss Tracks tent here, man, and we're just having a blast down here in Marineland. Well, now here we are with the other little baby in the collection.
Yep, that's the first classic car I've ever had. I bought that in '95 from the States. It's a factory 66 GT, which it's not rare, but there's not a lot of them around. It was pretty much an original car. The paint was all faded on the front, it had dents all over it, but it hadn't been played with. It was how it was.
So like everything matched still?
Yeah, everything was matching.
Well, that's rare, isn't it?
So I stripped it completely down. We did a bare metal respray and rebuilt everything, replaced it, rebuilt it, reconditioned it, you name it, was done.
Isn't it worth doing?
Yeah.
When you do it, when it's in disrepair and you bring it back to looking as beautiful as this. I mean, you've got something that's going to be able to be handed on, eh?
It is. It's I did change the colour. It was originally candy apple red.
Okay.
With red interior, red headlining, red carpet, and it's too much red.
This is factory colours, isn't it?
Yeah, I put it back to Wimbledon white, which is a factory.
Wimbledon white?
Yeah.
I've never heard that name before.
Well,
Wimbledon
apparently when I did some investigation, Wimbledon white was the most popular colour they sold in 1966.
Wow.
But everyone bought them and then painted them another colour. But no, that's just W289, 4-barrel, 225 horsepower. Yeah.
Great motor, 289.
Yeah.
They got
Good
enough.
little motor.
They'll pull a yank off your mother, those things.
Oh, I'd hope so.
Yeah, you'd hope so.
Yeah. But no, we haven't. We've just probably done 16,000 miles in it, and haven't done a lot of. Because I keep buying all these other
all
toys.
this other stuff. Yeah, I mean.
Well, in the meantime, I've had 63.5 Galaxies.
Have you?
Yeah. I used to love them, but then I got into the hot rods.
I love Galaxies. Yeah, they are nice,
Yeah.
Like I'm an open car guy, Yeah. But if I've got a lot of window open beside me, I'm happy,
I would really like a Roadster, but
Yeah.
the weather in New Zealand just doesn't.
Well, but roofs are for snow.
Yeah.
They're not for rain and wind.
No, that's right.
But, yeah.
But no, the wife says, "Oh, why don't we get a Roadster?" I said, "Yeah, right. Why don't we?"
Yeah, the next one will be a Roadster. But
No.
what are you going to sell to get a Roadster?
Oh, I think this is.
Yeah.
I don't want to sell it, but I've got to get realistic.
There's enough of them around. You can part with it and get one back if you needed one. Yeah.
Well, I've actually got another car that I'm partway through restoration.
What's that?
57 Ford Fairlane convertible.
Oh, really?
Not a
Really?
not a retractable, but a rag
neat,
top.
Eh?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's your Roadster.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
And the
man.
wife's got a Mazda MX-5.
I won't say
convertible.
anything about that.
No, well, that's
Yeah.
a Sunday car.
That's a Sunday grocery getter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go get the paper. Wow.
Yeah, it's a hairdresser's car, but she's actually a florist. So.
It's your flowers. I wondered why the flowers on the back of the Mustang there.
Yeah,
they match.
Done a few weddings in it, which
Yeah.
looks really nice with the white ribbons and the.
Any funerals?
No. You can't get the coffin in the back.
Can't get the coffin in the back.
Not enough room.
Well, the convertible
probably
Galaxy,
do-
you can do that. With a
I could-
57, yeah.
I could probably do the small person in the back of that.
More people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Colin, thank you so much for allowing
That's
us
all
to
right.
come here and have a look at your stable, man.
Thank you for coming round.
Oh no, man! It's guys like you that make the show. You know, like people that just collect the stuff and build it.
Yeah.
And don't stop doing it.
And don't stop.
You know. Thank you. Thank you
That's
so
all right.
much, man.
Not a problem.
Okay. Wow.
Enjoy yourself.
Time for a bourbon. Well, here we are in Napier. We're at the Marineland Motel, and boy, like we stayed here last night. And this is just one of the coolest places in Napier to stay because Evan, the dude that owns the place here, he's got a 1927 Dodge Touring. So, you know, why don't you come by and stop here and come and see Evan and talk to him about old cars and hot rod cars and motorbikes and stuff. Evan, he's just a cool dude. So get on down here to the Marineland Motel and, oh, did we mention the showers? They have got amazing showers and spa baths too. So come on down to the Marineland Motel and check it out. Here we are with some members of the Kiwi Rodders from Napier. How you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Happy birthday. And your name is?
Kelly Byrne.
And your name is?
Trevor Moore.
And
Don Jones. Don Jones.
John Johnson. Sorry?
Don Jones.
Don Jones, yeah, there you go. So, hey, these guys here, they're from Napier, and they got some pretty cool cars. They're mainly Chevrolet Club, or pretty much all Chevrolet.
Chev, yeah.
Yeah, but we're standing, Kelly, we're standing by your beautiful 34
Yes.
coupe.
Yep.
What you got in there?
396.
Yeah.
Big block Chev.
Neat,
yeah.
eh? If you're going to have a Chevy, you might as well have a big block.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So how long has your club been going?
Oh, since 1969 we got established.
Really?
Yep.
I mean, like, yeah, you
Yep.
look like your Start Foundation members.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. Well, my father was a hot rodder, and he was in Kiwi Rodders originally,
Yeah.
and yeah, I just carried on to me.
Isn't
Yep.
that neat, eh?
Yep.
And but it's not his car, though.
No.
But
But
does
I've
he-
always had V8s.
Does he approve?
I'd say he would. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
very cool, eh?
Yep.
And so how long have you been in?
Oh, about 18 years.
Yeah.
Yep, 18 years, yeah.
Wow. And what do you got?
Chev Monte Carlo, 73.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bit of an oddball car.
Oddball, yeah.
Probably like me.
And you?
Probably about, 10 years, I suppose, in Pontiac Trans Am.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
81, yeah.
And
Yeah.
how you doing?
Baz.
Baz, how you doing, Baz?
Good.
We
I've got
the
it.
same barber.
Yeah, blimmin' oath.
Yeah, good. He
Yeah.
doesn't get much money out of us.
Yeah, I get, my nephew does mine, but he has trouble listening.
Yeah.
Does it this way.
Yeah. What are you cruising around in?
I've got a Chevy truck.
What year?
1980 Chevy truck, yeah.
Yeah. You get it on there?
Yep. No, went to Tikawiti in it, and yeah. I've been in and out of a club a couple of times.
What did they ask you to leave and ask you to come back?
No, I just moved out and I just moved back in.
Yeah. Like a good hermit.
Yeah, that's the one.
Hey, well, here I am with Greg from the Marineland Rod and Custom Club. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Hey, man, what an awesome event you folk have put on here today, eh?
Thank you
And
very much.
yesterday, the weather was just spectacular.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, God's a duck, eh?
Yeah.
And he doesn't like duck shooting.
He keeps the weather beautiful.
Every year.
Because you have it on duck shooting weekend every year, don't you?
Correct.
And how many have you been doing now?
This is our 24th.
20, yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
I
so-
mean, what a superbly run event.
Thank you. Thank you. We try hard.
You've achieved what you tried to do.
Thank you.
That's for sure. We couldn't do it without our sponsors, so please support them. Mothers, you can't beat a mother's shine. Protect your insurance, you need these guys. Swiss Tracks, the best flooring in the world. Kiwi Span, they have a shed for everything. Online Logistics, they'll get your car there when you need it. Mag and Turbo, wheels, tyres, suspension, servicing and brakes. It's what they do. Then there's CRC, Smartway Security, Casper Transmissions, Woman on Wheels, Colourworks, and New World Browns Bay. Keep in contact with us at thehotrodshow.com or on Facebook. Well, that's it for Season 3. We will continue to show Brodie's build on the Herald's Driven website and our Facebook page. We will see you again in Season 4 and at the CRC Speed Show in Auckland. Until next time, keep the dirty side down and the shiny side up. Woohoo!